So one kind of like question, moving on to like the tech side of these businesses, which you kind of mentioned, the part of the thesis was how do we have like shared services to some extent for these businesses? And that goes across many areas, but just like starting with technology, how does that actually play out across the portfolio? Do you have single vendors for different like field service management platforms, et cetera? Is it kind of brand by brand? Walk me through that.
Yeah, I'll tell you the overarching commentary is that this is an ongoing challenge for any multi-branded franchisor because they are trying to get a certain level of unification while also trying to have the brands operate in like the best of breed approach. And there's this constant push and pull on how to do it. So, for example, there were some things that, were like a non-negotiable had to be on. For example, we were audited, right? So every brand had to be on NetSuite.
Okay.
We build everything on NetSuite, for us at least, we were on NetSuite. We build everything on NetSuite because that was our financial ERP. And that was one of the first things to transition because we were audited and all of our financials had to be uniform in NetSuite. Or our HR system, that was another one, right? We paid everyone on one system. Like 99% of the time, one of the first systems to be transitioned was payroll onto one system.
That's actually interesting because I thought there were certain things in HR that you couldn't mandate. Maybe it was hiring, maybe it was other areas where it's like, it kind of has to be in control of the franchisee.
Let me clarify. So when I'm saying HR systems, I mean for the franchisor employees. You're right on the franchisee employees. There's joint employment regulations you got to be aware of. None of those NetSuite or HR systems, that's purely speaking about like the franchisor business level. I always separate integration to two things, right? There's like the nuts and bolts integration, which is like how we're going to run the company. And then there's the value creation integration, which is like how are we going to help our franchisees succeed.